Hi, this is Jane Bowser, and today we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes. This is my own creation, and it is a smoky cheese spread. So, if you've gone plant-based like I have, and you don't want to be eating cream cheese, but you miss that kind of cheese spread that you put on crackers, or you put on an English muffin, or even put on a bagel, then this is for you. Let's get started. First ingredient is going to be almond flour. This is almond meal, and I use Bob's Red Mill, and I like the natural almond rather than the bleach. Just a little bit darker. I think it tastes a little bit different, and I like that taste, but either one would actually work. And we're going to put in a half a cup. So I have a fourth of a cup measuring here, and it doesn't have to be exact, so this is a little bit rounded. So we've got a fourth of a cup, and then one more, and that makes a half a cup. And that's going to be my base. Now, this is a little bit more calorie dense, so for those of you who are watching your calories, you don't want to go hog wild and pig crazy and put a whole bunch of this on, but just keep that in mind. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add nutritional yeast. And this is unfortified nutritional yeast. I always use unfortified because I'm kind of sensitive to niacin. And the first time I started making these recipes, I was using fortified nutritional yeast, really didn't know the difference, and started getting hot and itchy and didn't know what was going on, and come to find out it was the niacin. So from now on, I'm an unfortified nutritional yeast person. So I have 2 heaping tablespoons of unfortified nutritional yeast on top of my half a cup of almond flour. To this, I'm going to add, and I've already poured out these spices, a half teaspoon of smoked paprika and a half teaspoon of turmeric. Some people say turmeric, whichever one you want. And I'm going to add those. And this is really to taste. So if you like a little bit stronger flavor, then you can definitely add a bit more of those. The next thing that I'm going to add is just a little bit of fresh ground pepper. And again, this is to taste. If you like it really hot, add a lot. If you don't like it so hot, add just a little. And so I'm just going to add a few little twists there of the fresh ground pepper. Now, the next ingredient that I need is chickpea miso, or yellow miso or white miso, any kind of miso. The recipe that I stole this from was one that they used to have at the grocery store where I shopped, and of course they quit carrying it. But I did take a picture of the label, and it had chickpea miso in it, but I can't find chickpea miso, so I'm using, this time, organic mellow white miso. And I'm going to use 3 teaspoons of this. So when I do a teaspoon, I get my teaspoon, but then I kind of take it off and break it into smaller chunks. This makes it a little bit easier to mix. Okay, so I've got 1 teaspoon. Here's my 2nd teaspoon. And I need 1 more. And that's 3 teaspoons. Now, if you're worried about, oh gosh, miso's got some sodium in it, and that's going to raise my blood pressure, research studies show that miso really does not have that effect. So you don't have to worry about it, and it really adds some great flavor to it. So I've got my 3 teaspoons of miso. Put that back in the fridge. And I'm ready to mix it up, but if I mixed it now, it'd be very, very thick. So to thin it out a little bit, I'm going to add some unsweetened almond milk. And the amount that you add is really based on how thick you want the spread to be. So I typically start out with adding about 1/4 of a cup. So this is 1/8 of a cup here. So I'm going to do it twice. There's my 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to keep this out in case I need some more. Probably will. I like mine not too thick. And now I'm going to mix it together. And I use a fork to kind of mix it, because then I can mash that miso in. Stirring everything together. And that got a really good consistency. I don't know if you can see kind of the consistency here. It's very spreadable. Of course, you're going to store this in the refrigerator, and That's going to cause it to get a little bit more firm, thick. And at this point, what I have to do is I have to see if I got my spices right. So I'm going to taste just a little bit of it. Oh, that is pretty good. So we are ready to now just put it in our storage container. So I'm just going to scoop everything in my storage container so I can keep it in the refrigerator. And if you do a generous tablespoon of this, it's probably going to be about 50 calories. But that's 1 tablespoon is a gracious plenty to be able to spread on a piece of Ezekiel toast or an Ezekiel muffin. Or you can definitely put this out and dip crackers into it. Mary's Gone crackers. Again, that's one that you've got to worry about calorie density, but it is going to be vegan, okay, whole food, plant-based, that was as close as you could get. Or even Chara's baked tostadas. So this is all ready to go, and now the best part, I get to lick the spoon. Hope you'll join me next time when we do another recipe. Bye now.